We were talking about name pronunciations, and you were saying you have had some off the wall.
I have had
like
some.
What?
Talib Kweli.
You just came straight from the plane from New York to
I
the
did, and
studio.
boy, are my arms tired.
You have so many different definitions of prisoner of conscience in the actual album.
It's the perception of that I'm trapped in a box, but that has to do with the industry and the labels and the media. It doesn't have to do with the artists or the consumers or the fans per se. I got all the lyrics because I'm very loquacious MC. You know what I'm saying? I say a lot of high-powered shit with multisyllabic and all that. So I have to write it down so people can pay attention.
Okay, so in this album, you have a lot of features. Miguel, Kendrick Lamar, Currency, Melanie Fiona, pretty much everybody on here. But
Everybody, pretty much everybody.
everybody. So instead of asking you the usual, who is your favorite feature, who is your favorite collab, you said something about your lyrics. I love your lyrics. I feel like it's really about life and gives the life lessons. It's not about like drugs this, drugs that. Like people can actually relate to it.
Thank you.
So
People
I
can
was-
relate to drugs too, though.
They can,
Yes.
but yours is more like inspirational
Thank you,
in
I
a way.
appreciate
So
that.
I like that. So because of that, I was going through your lyrics in this album, and I picked a couple that I liked, and I'm going to bring out a personal side of Mr. Talib Kweli or Tomlin Kweli, whatever they called you. So
Whatever they call it.
whatever it was. So the first one, we do it for the dinner plates. Musically, we innovate, you imitate. If you have to eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be? What's your favorite dinner plate?
Grilled lobsters. Maine lobsters, grilled.
Do you know how to cook grilled lobsters?
Yes, I do. I had to
You
think, that,
didn't seem that
I had
confident.
to think about
when
that
you
for a
said
second, but then I'm like, you fucking just throw them on a grill and put some butter. Yes, I had to think about it.
But have you actually made?
No, I've made
lobster?
grilled shrimp, not
Okay.
grilled lobster.
Okay.
But I imagine it's the same concept. You just gotta be a little bit more delicate with the lobster,
Okay.
right?
Sure. I don't know how to cook, so I don't know.
Hey, you need to learn how to cook, man.
It's okay.
Survival skill. I'm not
I
saying
would be
that on no
the- I-
misogynistic, patriarchy shit. I'm just saying that on some sustain yourself. You know?
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
You
Okay.
need those skills, man.
The next one. Life's so short, we can't afford to lose when the guns go off and the flag drops. I'll never stop. I'm a race to the finish line on the road to getting the gold. Ready, set, go, go, go.
I just think we should do like a segment where you just read my lyrics.
I can't. Do you want me to rap them? I
I
can't
know
rap.
because
I'll break your leg.
Melanie Fiona sang that part, and
Okay.
and you just read it like how she sang it, but she read like I never stop, I keep going.
I'm proving my pronunciation skills.
But that's what it
Remember?
says in there. I never. That's what it says.
Yeah, see, I wasn't gonna
Now,
cheat.
what's the
I was
question?
gonna put everything. So even though it's Melanie Fiona's, I still like that line. What are the next things on your to-do list as far as goals that would make you feel this sense of accomplishment to that finish line?
Okay. I have to make sure that my kids become adults
Okay.
so I can stop worrying about them.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
Okay.
And they're close to adulthood. They're close, but I just have to get them across the finish line. And then I have a book deal, so I have to finish my book.
Okay.
To write a book.
And what's that book about?
It's a memoir.
Okay.
It's about my life and my experiences.
Men lie out of fear, but we front like we not afraid. Whether arguing or not, the bills gotta get paid.
That is true.
What are you afraid of?
What am I afraid of?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Nothing. Spiders?
No, you
No?
ain't hear the lyrics? Men front
No.
like we not afraid. I'm not afraid of nothing.
So even though you say that,
I'm not
you
afraid.
could-
I'm gonna tell you what I'm afraid of.
Okay.
I'm afraid of flies in my ear.
flies in your ear.
Like if there was a fly in here right now, I would stop everything we doing and I would kill that. I would stop, and I would kill that fly because I could not concentrate thinking that the fly might fly in my ear.
Next
Traumatic experience I had when I was little. I don't want to get into it, but I'm scared of flies in my ear. That's
Alright.
my fear.
thing- So next interview, I'm guessing if I brought a room full of flies, you would not be down for that.
No, I
Enough.
would not. Actually, no, though I got over that fear, man.
How'd you get over that fear?
Because I went to Tanzania and I went to visit the Maasai people,
Okay.
and there was a lot of flies there, and it was so many flies that it's like like it was a lot of flies. It was a lot of flies, yo. And it, to the point where it's just like, if you constantly like, you just look like a dick. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure it out. I had to just deal with it. And then ever since then, I haven't had that fly issue. But that was an issue for me before I went. And then I see people who had to live with flies. And then I was like, to be cool, to be down, I had to just deal with it. And once I had to deal with it, then I dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? But them people, man, they're just beautiful people, because there's like, they living out. You seen The Lion King? Mm-hmm. That's where they live.
Simba's my dude.
That's where they live. You see, if you've seen The Lion King, there's nothing out there. There's nothing out there. Like, the young women have to walk like 3 hours and go get buckets of water, come back with the buckets of water. That's what everybody use. And they have cows. That's it. That's it. Imagine if that's all you got is cows. The houses they have is made of cow shit. You think I'm bullshitting? It's some serious shit. Made of cow shit. You know what I'm saying? They wearing clothes made of the cows. And it's just completely like, we living off of, this is all we got. Y'all laughing. Why y'all laughing? This is true shit, real shit. I seen a Maasai dude in North Hollywood once. I did. He had a Jeep Wrangler. He got out. He went to the Yum Yum Donuts.
Is that place good? I've never been there.
I've never been there either.
We need to go.
You know
to
what I'm saying? But
Donuts.
that's, I guess, where the Maasai go when they get to Los Angeles. They go to Yum Yum Donuts.
Okay, my last lyric. Sacrifice myself for the music and let them suffer through me. Your weak product is nothing to me. You are obviously a hip-hop legend and have experienced so much. Sacrifice is obviously one ingredient when it comes to success, but what do you think in today's generation of music is lacking, or what are they missing?
What I think they're missing is a connection with the history of the music. Rock and roll people, they revere where they come from. Hip hop, we used to do that, especially in the sample era, where we were sampling a lot of stuff because we had to learn about the music we were sampling. I saw Young Guru tweet, he was at Stax Records today in Memphis, and he's like, yo, I love Stax Records. And I'm like, he's from, my ilk. He's from my, cut from my cloth where that soul music and all that is important. This new generation, they don't know nothing about that, because the music they making is based on, I don't know, keyboards or Fruity Loops or whatever it is they making music with. The majority, a lot of it is not sample based. And even when it is sample based, it's just kind of added to their swag or whatever. It's not really based on the respect for the music. So it's not like they dissing it, they just don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I think that's one thing that I think is missing from today's generation. There's a lot of talented MCs and musicians, but if they knew the history of the music, if they knew the canon of black music of urban music, then their music would be better, I think. So I think the connection, but I mean that's on my generation. It's not on me personally. I do what I can, but it's on my generation for not maintaining that and not passing that down. But there's positive and negative to that, because you are seeing and hearing new sounds, and people are coming up with original stuff, and because it's original, a lot of the attitudes like, well, fuck that old shit, I don't even need to know about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think they would benefit from knowing about it.
Definitely, that's good advice. So, out of curiosity, out of this new generation of artists, who are you currently listening to? Or
I like a lot of shit. I like Joey Badass and the whole pro era. I like Black Hippie, of course, and Cassie Veggies, and I like people who have not made it, but who are my generation, like your Sky Zoos and the Jean Greys. Not to say they've not made it, but they're not as known as I think they should be. As far as, those are people who I think about when I think about who's not being heard.
Okay. Well, I think that's great advice, and hopefully all the artists that watch this interview and everyone who looks up to you really take that into consideration. Congratulations on this album.
Thank you.
I'm excited for everyone to hear it. I won't leak it.
You won't, because I'm taking it back. Here, let me just get that. Put that in my pocket.
Tom Lee
May
Quinley.
6th. Right.
Well, thank you so much for your time. And
Thank
I really
you.
enjoyed this interview. We were talking about name pronunciations, and you were saying you have had some off the wall.
I have had
some
bad ones.
Like
Talib Conley.